Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blockbusters show. I'm Adam Sykes, and today we're going to be talking about one of the weird oddities of educational videotapes from the 90s. Educational video on airplanes or airlines. I'm not really sure. I haven't watched this yet. It's called Cleared for Takeoff. So let's get into this and see what it's like.
Checklist complete.
Well, that was boring. The reason that I wanted to review this was because I saw people made memes about it, and I think Red Letter Media did a video talking about it at some point. Since I was trying to find like weird, stupid videotapes from the 90s to do reviews of for Blockbusters that were similar to other times I've done this, you know, the Blockbuster training videos, the fast food training videos, how can I tell if I'm really in love and stuff like that, I wanted to find another one. And so when I found out it was an airplane instruction video, I was like, oh, okay, well, that could be kind of interesting. Hopefully that's at least a little bit funny to make fun of. And I watched it, and it's really, really boring. The thing I didn't realize when I was first watching this is apparently part of a series of different videos. The guy who made this, Fred Levine, I watched this on his YouTube channel. He actually has a YouTube channel now where he posts all of his old videotapes from the 90s. It seems like this guy was trying to be a jack of all trades, because he has like a bunch of different videos where he tries to educate people about virtually everything. Airlines, road work, garages, construction sites, Farm Country Ahead is one of the titles that I'm seeing right now. So it seems like making educational videos, I guess aimed for kids, was his thing. And I can't really say much about any of his other ones, but this one in particular just feels like a glorified home movie. I mean, the basic story structure you get for this educational video is it's a family taking a trip to go see their grandma. They live in Chicago, she lives in Denver, and so it's like, okay, pretty standard. Now, from what I was expecting either this is what you do when you have children and you're about to take a trip to an airport. You know, you do these techniques to make sure that they're not in pain, you know, if their ears start popping or something like that. The second thing that I was expecting, which we kind of get, is telling people, oh, this is how an airport works. Airports have these people that come in, and then they take your luggage, it goes through this system, and then they put it into these truck things, and then they put it in the bottom of the plane, stuff like that. It's just too bad that the first 11 minutes of this 27-minute video starts with this family, you know, they're playing in the front yard, and then they get the kids in the car, they drive to the airport, we see a bunch of them looking out the window and passing by things, and then they stop, and then they go into the airport, they get some food, and then they get on the plane, and then we see a bunch of shots of people handling luggage, and stewardesses, and the pilots in the cockpit. The weirdest bit is there is sped up fast footage, like they're trying to pull a Benny Hill, and they just show the family fumbling around and the kids jumping around and being obnoxious in fast motion. That makes me think you could upload that whole segment as like its own little YouTube video and just call it, "This is why you don't take kids on airplanes." And then after that, we get a solid like 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 minutes of seeing footage of planes either flying off or landing. It's just constant B-roll that goes on way too long. One thing they established is that the kids who are in this family, they have this little like camcorder thing, and they watch playback footage, and every time they do that, they show this pilot guy, who I'm assuming is Fred Levine, playing a pilot, and he's telling the kids about things that happen at airports. And it's like, they just now get into that stuff halfway through the video.
Look, there's her.
Well, you've got a big day tomorrow, so you better get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
And even weirder, they go into even more of it near the end of the video, because after like a minute or two of them telling you this is how an airport works. Airports have their own stores, their own police departments, their own fire departments, all that kind of thing.
An airport is like a city within a city. It has its own police and fire department, a post office, a hotel, a train system, even stores, just like the town where you live. It takes over 40,000 people working every day to keep this airport running smoothly. Some of those even work at night while you're asleep, so that everything at the airport is ready to begin each busy day.
Then after that, we get another scene of the family getting off the airplane, getting off at the other airport, getting a meal, hopping on the little tram thing that's at the airport to get to another airport so that way they can get on their plane to Denver. I think you can pretty much get the gist of this video. This video feels like a glorified home movie where the guy just got a free plane ride to, wherever, and they were like, oh, well, we'll make a little story around it, and then we'll try to, put some information so that way we can try to peddle this off as, an educational video for kids, and maybe we can sell them to public schools. Let me tell you, I remember like 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade for me, we constantly watched videotapes like this. Anything that gave like minor education, they would show us, and then for the most part, we would be incredibly bored because the tapes are not entertaining. So after more footage of the family putzing around, more montages, them finally getting on the other airplane, and then more fast motion footage of the kids acting obnoxious on the plane, we then get more information super late into the video. It's at this point in the tape where they finally decide to start putting some more informational things. It's like, oh, this is what a hangar is for.
For maintenance and repair, the airplanes are brought to a large building like this called a hangar. It's a lot like the garage where your mom and dad park their car. But this building is so huge that you can park up to 3 giant airplanes in there all at the same time.
This is the fire department.
An airport has its own fire department with specially trained firefighters ready to respond quickly to any fire or other airport emergency.
This is how luggage works.
While you were moving through the airport, so are your bags. Right now, your ground crew is busy getting your plane ready for your flight to Denver.
And I remember looking at the time at the bottom of the video and being like, wait, there's only 3 minutes left in the video. Why are they just now getting into this information? Why was this not a majority of the video? Why did they even include any of the family going to airport montage crap? In conclusion, I haven't seen any of Fred Levine's other videos. For all I know, maybe those are better. But this just kind of felt like glorified home movie, some minor information here and there. If anything, I'm the kind of person that says an informational video, if you're just going to do straightforward information, just cut out all the other crap and just make a video that just is straightforward, information-based. And, I mean, if a video conveys both information and entertainment, then that's a win. But this one just kind of feels way too dragged out. This is 27 minutes long, and a majority of it is B-roll footage of planes either taking off or landing, or, footage of the family and montage crap. And then every so often you then get the little information bits. And the other thing I'm thinking of while I'm watching this is, who is this made for? Like, it doesn't really seem like it's made for parents because, again, they've got all the, fast motion comedy hijinks stuff in it. And I'm thinking, well, is it for kids? Well, I highly doubt it because I think most kids would probably find this a little bit boring. So, yeah, I kind of don't know what demographic this tape is made for. You know what? Back in the 90s, this kind of thing was a business. Back in the day, if you had a video camera and you had some minor editing skills, you could totally just walk around to places like the airport or, filming yourself getting stuck in traffic and passing by road construction and then just work around it a little bit and be like, oh, well, we can make an educational video out of this and sell it to public schools. It was a business, man. Back in the day, it was a business. So tune in next time, guys. I got one more video for Blockbusters lined up for January, and it's going to be a bit of a retrospective. It's going to be a reflection on some of the videos that we used to do. We're going to go back to all the old movies that we did blockbuster parodies of all those years ago in the first 2 to 3 seasons of Blockbusters show, and we're going to be re-reviewing them. We're not going to be parodying them. We're actually going to do little mini in-depth reviews of the movies themselves so that way, we kind of have a little bit of closure. It's like, oh, we parodied them, and now that Blockbusters is more of a movie vlog review show, now we can finally review them, and we can finally give these things some closure. But until then, guys, I'm Adam Sykes of The Blockbuster Show, and we will see you guys in the next video.
I hope you've had a nice trip. Have a great time visiting your grandmother, and come back and fly with me again real soon.